In this video, we will talk a very important question which is asked in almost all the interviews or all the major interviews, at least in one of the rounds. In JavaScript, what is the difference between the object and map, right? Because they can be used interchangeably for some cases, especially the objects can be treated as map. But what are the differences and in which places, in which particular scenarios we have to use one or the other? So in this video, we will take a look on all those things. So stay tuned. We will meet after a short intro. So let's come and first try to understand what are the objects and map, what are the syntax, and then we will take a look into deeper. Let's say if you want to create a object, then how I can create, right? This will create an empty object and we can add some key and value, right? We got the point. This is object. Now let's take map, right? This way we can define a map, and in the map we can set some values, right? Or if you want to get it using the get, right? We can get, and here also we can get the any property of the object like this, right? This is the syntax. Now if you want to understand what is the difference and when to use which, so let's take a look at that. So the major difference is in the object, keys are always string, right? We can't put any other thing. Whereas in map, we can have keys can be anything. It can be like string, definitely boolean, okay, or it can be even object, or it can be even function, right? So keys can be anything and value can be anything, definitely. This is the first major difference that object and map has in JavaScript. Our second difference is in the order, right? Let's say if we iterate on these objects, keys and map, here the key will be written in the ordered fashion in which it is added, right? And in the second case, it is unordered, right? Our third major difference is if we want to get the size, we can the map has a property called size. Like through this we can get the size, but there is no such property in objects. Okay. So our fourth difference is the iteration. So basically the objects are not iterable itself. We have to get either the keys or values, right, on which we can iterate. Whereas our maps are iterable, right? We can iterate. We can get the definitely the keys, values, or even entries, right? And the fifth difference is actually is in the performance. So in performance, if you have to do a lot of addition and deletion, then basically the object perform less, whereas maps are optimized and they are written better. So this will perform better. So you should use map if you want some key value pair and which has to add multiple elements. Okay. And the sixth and final difference is the way how this map and this object and maps the keys, right? So object, even if you create like empty, right, it will have some function, some method, right? Already some keys are present, and if you're not very sure like what kind of keys can come in your map, right, then you should use map, because then there is a less chance of conflict. Though there are some ways where we can keep all the keys, the default keys of object to null. For example, like we can create the object like this, object.create to null. Okay. Through this way, it will have no preoccupied keys. But yeah, if map is designed for performance for key value pair, and this is a proper use case, so you should always use map if there is a requirement of key value pair. So with this, I hope you got the idea about map and the object and what are its differences and where each perform better. So as a good programmer, you should use the right data structure, right thing at the right place, because in the down the line it will have lot of impact. Because when multiple programmers works on the same piece of code, they have the clear idea what you are trying to do, right? Through the scanning of the code, we can understand. If you use map and object interchangeably for normal cases, it's fine, but for bigger cases, always use map when you have a requirement of key value pair to add and search. Okay, so this is BK from Manika. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel and share with this video with your friends. And this is BK from Manika taking a leave, signing off.